Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. We'll see Montreal taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Big story is the return of Karl Anthony Towns from being injured.
Had a pretty quick recovery, all things considered. I mean, sometimes you wonder if a guy's ready when he comes back that fast, but he looks comfortable in warm-ups, and that's only one part of it, though. Let's see how he does when the horn sounds.
Here are the starters for Montreal. Dylan Brooks out there with Ilyasova. Then it's Gorgui Dieng, and it's Poole in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Ilyasova. Trying to get open is Jang, and there's Ilyasova on the assist by Dinwiddie. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason, or in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change, and the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. Whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
And here's Edwards. Now the pass to Towns. Over Jang, and the rejection by Jang.
And this is something you'd like to see more of from Jang, given his size and wingspan.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Montreal.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Here's Okogie. Out to Russell. Puts up a three. Sinks the triple. Russell's got 5.
Yeah, you know, the willingness from Towns to share the ball, just another reason why his guys love playing with him.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Ilyasova gets the bucket.
Boy, Ilyasova, really an aggressive mindset scorer. I mean, when he's in rhythm and he's getting the ball in a good spot, he's a highly effective point producer.
Now, here is Russell. He has 5. The high post shot, and it's good off the back rim and in. He's got 7 here in the first. Just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Minnesota in the lead. Russell looking around. Inside. Vanderbilt. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Minnesota making some changes. Reed's checked in, and it's McDaniels in for Josh Okogie. Here's Brissett. It's up, and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And the 3 ball is good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Rondo. They kick it out to Green. The 3. And another 3 for Montreal.
Exactly what Green is known for. A terrific three-point shooter. Continues to do damage from out there.
Pass to Russell. Here's Reed. From outside the arc. Roby with the rebound. Now Montreal moving it up. Here's Brissett. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Punch, counter punch. impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Ed Davis is checked in for Minnesota. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Here's Rondo, and that one good.
Rondo going right through the contact and scoring there. He's a lot tougher than he looks.
Pass to Noel. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
There's Jackson with the three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. The Timberwolves on top, up 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Minnesota.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
On the court right now for Montreal, they've got Rajon Rondo. He's out there with Jackson. And it's Roby in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Good on the triple.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Russell against Rondo. From the top of the key. Russell, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Brissett passes to Green. Some nice passing by Montreal here. Here's Roby. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
And Russell gets it to go.
And this is what you get with a bigger guard. D'Angelo able to finish through contact.
They kick it out to Green. From deep. And another 3 for Montreal. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well,
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That
Kawhi's
is.
got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Davis. Okogie comes in for McDaniels, and it's Edwards in for Russell. Now here's Dinwiddie. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
What's up? And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Timberwolves trail. And the dunk by Towns.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
For Montreal, they come into this one following a loss to Milwaukee. Got that one up quick. Poole's got the lead up to 2 now for Montreal.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Passes it to Edwards. Here's Towns. They get it back. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Ilyasova finds Dinwiddie. Over Reed. Again, Montreal scores. Here's Noel. Right side Towns. The shot from the low post is good. Towns has got 10 points.
We know he can score from outside too, but close to the hoop is where Towns makes his living.
And it's out of bounds to Montreal. They'll retain possession. Minnesota making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And here's Brooks from outside. And another 3 for Montreal.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Noel. Dishes it to Edwards. And there's the pass to Noel. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Vanderbilt. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Vanderbilt's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the length of Ilyasova really a problem for defenders. Very tough to keep from fouling him when he's looking to score.
So for Montreal, Roby's checked in, and it's Green in for Dylan Brooks. And Edwards with the stuff. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
The deep 3 from Green. Montreal again missing. Here's Vanderbilt. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead. There's Green with the 3. That shot off the mark. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Timberwolves ahead. They finish off the second quarter on a 9-1 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, tremendous first half. Glad to have you back, Ernie Johnson. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They've got Towns. Edwards is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Vanderbilt.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Deep 2 from Russell. Kept alive, Minnesota. And so Brooks will bring it up for Montreal. From deep, Ilyasova. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Chang's got his first points in this one.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Brooks against Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
You know, maybe he's not the fastest guy on the court, but quickness is more important than pure speed in basketball. Russell's handle and scoring instincts, though, are borderline elite.
Dinwiddie misses the 3. Minnesota in the lead. Over in the corner, Edwards. Offline with his 3. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. This one for 3. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds now tonight. For 3, Okogie. They get it back. Another shot. He doesn't hit that one. It's a close game here in Minnesota. Pass to Chang. And here's Brooks from outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brooks has got 11 points. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble. from three and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Jackson kicks to Rondo. To the inside. There's the steal, and it's Towns penetrating.
And no help on that one. Towns, long strides. It all the way to the rack. Way to go, big fella.
Montreal leading by 3. Here's Green. Reed with the rebound.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Here's McDaniels. Outside Russell. Off target with his 3.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Jackson passes to Brissett. Outside for Rondo. Takes a 3. Montreal again missing. So it's the Timberwolves now. Here's McDaniels. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McDaniels got 7.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Davis is checked in for Towns. Russell against Rondo. That's tipped. Jackson from long range knocks down the 3 ball. Jackson's got the lead up to 7 now for Montreal. Russell with it. From deep 3-point range, misses. And so it's Montreal heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court right now for Montreal, we've got Green, and it's Rondo in at the point. Off the inbound pass. Noel, no good. Montreal leading by 7. Brooks for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle, here's Edwards. A stupendous finish in traffic.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Yeah, and Rondo can sneak up on you with the shooting. A guy who can score but tends to only take high percentage shots.
Noel passes to Edwards. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in. And Montreal making a change here as well. Poole's checked in. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And the basket is good. Davis has got his first 2 points of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's Noel. Dinwiddie covering. Shots good by Noel.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Pass to Edwards for three. It's rebounded by Montreal. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Down low, Jang dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to Jang over Davis. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Noel. Out left to the wing. Okogie for three. And no good that time. And it's Montreal the other way. Passes to Poole. Makes it off the glass. And now it's a 10-point Montreal lead.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Dillon Brooks.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
They increased his role tonight after dropping their last game, and the move paid off. He's been the best player on the court by far, and now they don't have to worry about a losing streak. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. The focus of his speech was hustle. He told his players, those guys are going to come at us. We have to match their intensity, and we have to play with a great deal of energy. We're all in here, fellas. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Kicks to Brooks from downtown. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Montreal.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Brooks.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Ilyasova hits the bucket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Culver. The offensive rebound.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Long range from the inbound. Basket good.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.